First stop has got to be 7 Brew. I haven't had it all week. Mind you, it's only Wednesday. What is going on? Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kenzie and I'm a reader with a 9 to 5. So today we're doing a little bit of a realistic reading vlog, day in the life. We have some fun things today and it's about time for me to leave. So I'm gonna just throw on a little bit of makeup. I'm filming this video obviously, but I'm filming at work as well. I also have a pretty meeting heavy day. This turtleneck I'm realizing is really tight. Am I gonna wanna have a tight turtleneck all day? No. That's better. I switched to a navy like cable knit sweater instead of that turtleneck. Really cute. I'm gonna be in it for a long time today, so I'm like, I don't know if that was a move. Today I have some one-on-ones and a sync with the branding team. And then I also have some campaign planning meetings. And then I have to be in a video as well. Usually I try and get up and work out, but last night we went on a hike just after work and it was probably like 4 miles or something and I was feeling pretty tired from it. So I didn't wake up early. I got some good sleep. I should probably turn the full light on when I'm doing my makeup. This morning I was listening to Rock, Paper, Scissors by Feeney. I am reading that with some friends. I'm a little behind because I kept waiting to start it because I wasn't sure if people were reading it yet. I'm just over halfway done with it right now. And I'm very curious about what happened. Like the writing is definitely nothing special, but it's a thriller. I'm getting what I need out of it. It's very page-turny and I need to know what happens kind of thing. I've listened to the audiobook a lot and I've also read it on my Kindle. This lip stain is really on its last leg. I put my foundation on before I brush my teeth. My routine's all out of order. I am going into the office today. I think I already said that, but we work from home every other day. So I work from home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then on Monday, Wednesday, Friday I go in. And it is a bit of a longer commute for me. It's like maybe an hour, at least on the way home. It's probably just under an hour on the way there. It does give plenty of time for audiobooking and voice memoing and all the things, but it can feel long sometimes. I usually keep myself pretty occupied though. We are all ready for work. I have the blue cable knit sweater. I thrifted this. I'm wearing light wash Levi's denim. And I'll probably pair this with like a little loafer. I can't go anywhere without this little cuff on my ear. I thrifted this blue leather bag that I wear to work. Got my laptop, headphones, planner. I think that's it. I'm thinking these brown loafers. First stop has got to be 7 Brew. I haven't had it all week. Mind you, it's only Wednesday, but I think it's a 7 Brew day. Traffic isn't that bad today, so it says I'll be to work in like 36 minutes. I've been driving for a little bit, not too long. I have time to go stop at 7 Brew, which is great. Rock, paper, scissors, I listened to it a little bit and I voiced my mom, Sarah and Kalila, just a little morning update, of course. Started rock, paper, scissors, and it is very odd. Like, I have some suspicions, I have some ideas. I feel like thrillers will always make you think it's paranormal when it's not paranormal. And this is definitely doing that. It has some like hints that it might be paranormal, but I'm like, this is not my first rodeo. If the answer to all this mystery is like, oh, it's ghosts, I wouldn't love that. It's basically about this married couple. They basically hate each other and they go on this retreat to this abandoned old church and they won a giveaway, they won a raffle to stay there. And so when they get there, it's very snowy. It was like a whole thing getting into it, and now like some weird creepy things are happening at this abandoned church that they thought would be a romantic place for a getaway. And we do some time jumping back and forth. We see them back in time a little bit. So for their anniversaries, she will like write a note each year going over the year. Originally, it seemed like they were in love, but as the years go on, it becomes very, very apparent that they are not in love with each other. She hates his guts, he hates her. No reason they should be together at this point, because the sheer level of resentment and anger and hatred is just ridiculous. So dealing with that, and now they're in this confined space in a very snowy environment, very much trapped. Unsure how they even got this retreat. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. Ooh. It has been a minute since I've read a thriller, but I've read enough to know, yeah, I don't know. It's not, it's like page turning, like I mentioned. I find it funny because the man in this book, the main man, the MMC, he is a writer. Like, he's a screenwriter, which has been an interesting, you know, plot point. Is his work is of course taking over his life, and then he has no room to care about his wife. Classic. Her work is at a shelter with dogs and cats that have been abandoned and stuff. They did adopt a dog together, and if something happens to this dog, no, I will not be happy. I really will not be happy about that. I just ordered my drink. The only difference was it was a large iced blondie, sugar-free with caramel drizzle. You didn't miss much. I dropped my camera right as I was about to order, so you're just gonna have to trust me. Actually, no you don't. I'm literally in line. And I'm pretty sure last time I filmed this video I had a free drink. Is that true? I don't know, but I had a free drink, so that's part of why I got a large. If you ever go to 7 Brew and you get the blondie, I get it sugar-free with caramel drizzle, and I usually am so particular and only get a medium because it tastes different if it's in a large. And the last time I got a free drink, I was like, why not? Let's just upgrade to a large. And it tasted really good and it was very much worth it. It is kind of a longer line though today. Good thing I had some extra time.
I hurry over. It's okay. And stares at me as though my IQ has dropped to a dangerously low level.
The large coffee was secured. I always forget how big it is. It's so good. They got the proportions right. It tastes incredible. Now let's get to work and listen to this audiobook. I just made it to work and I just hit 8 hours into that audiobook. One thing that bugs me about thrillers is if there's like this weird red herring, and I understand like it's supposed to throw you off, but if there's a weird red herring and there's no explanation for it and it's never explained and it's just this inexplicable coincidence that happens for the sole purpose of throwing you off, I hate that. But a lot of times when I reach the end, I don't fully remember all of that. So I'm hoping that I just want the ending to like explain basically everything and make sense. What are all the rabbits about? Also, while we're on the topic, why all the rabbits? And also, imagine playing rock, paper, scissors to determine if you should stay in the relationship you're in. That alone would make me leave. Hello, you don't want to be with me? We're gonna leave it up to chance? Excuse me? I'm offended. I'm offended just reading this. Anyways, I'm gonna go into work. I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'll talk to you after work. All right, I'm back. I'm done with work. It was a very meeting heavy day. It went by really fast. Anytime I have a lot of meetings, work just flies by. I'm actually about to go antiquing with some of my friends. So I need to find where we're all meeting. It's a spot I've never been, but one of my friends knows. I've never been here, but I'm excited. I think it'll be like a 30-minute situation. Let's go to the market. I think I'm gonna call McCoy on my way there, and I'm really excited to see what they have. I've never been before, so let's go. I literally can't see, but I hope you can see me. Well, I just got done with dinner. I didn't film in there at all. I also forgot to film in the vintage store that we went to, but it was really cute. Like I said, it was my first time and I was kind of looking for like some pictures and stuff. I thought this was just so cute. I loved the frame and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's so cute. I might put it on my desk at work or in one of my bathrooms. And then for dinner, I got this roasted chicken and mashed potatoes. I have some leftovers that I'm going to share with Coy. And the good part about all this is now I'm driving home, not during rush hour. I'm just going to listen to rock, paper, scissors on the way home. I have like just over 2 hours left, so I'm hoping that I maybe could finish it tonight. I don't know if that's wishful thinking, but I would love to. Like I mentioned, I'm reading it with friends, and McCoy just finished it today, and he was saying buckle up for like almost too many plot twists. It was almost excessive, which that is a pet peeve I have in thrillers when it's just constant and it gets more and more unrealistic. I don't know, we'll see how I feel. I actually just made one more quick stop on my way home. I stopped at Ulta to make a quick return, and I'm really glad I did, because it's just one of those things that's been just weighing on me and I haven't been able to get done. So I am relieved. It's like one of those things that you check off your list and it feels really nice and you're like, why did I procrastinate that for so long? It is 7:45, so that means I'll get home around 8, so that's basically bedtime for me. I try and be in bed before 10 on weeknights because tomorrow I will be waking up early and I'll be working out before work, and I have a little meeting with Sarah and Kalila. We do it once a week, but the good thing is we've already eaten dinner. I don't have like a ton to do when I get home other than like wash my face and get ready for bed and get comfy cozy. I, like I said, do want to spend some time reading rock, paper, scissors, and I think McCoy wants me to finish it because he did, and he would like someone to talk about it with. I don't know how to explain it other than it's one of the most thrillers I've ever read. Like, it's so textbook thriller. The husband and wife hate each other, they're in this remote location, they're stuck, and the writing is just subpar. Spooky things are going down. It's like hinting at something paranormal, but there's definitely nothing paranormal. Like, it's very textbook. It does make me want to read more thrillers because it's a really fun time. I'm having a good time, even though, like, objectively it's not a great book in my opinion. I wonder how the ending will make me feel, like if I'll change my mind after I read the end of it, but as of right now I'm like, this is very medium. Once I read this, I have a lot of books that I'm wanting to read next. I need to read Margot's Got Money Troubles, especially with the show coming out. I'm pretty sure it's out already, so I've got to read that. Sarah really wants me to read Cry Voidbringer, and I really want to read Cry Voidbringer, so that's really high on my list. And then I also really need to read Heart the Lover by Lily King, because that's what McCoy just read, and he was literally obsessed with it, said it's an easy 5-star read. Those are all the books on my radar, so I'm honestly glad because this book feels like it's fueling me to want to read. Work was very busy today. I'm really lucky because at work I have a lot of really good friends and I just absolutely adore the people I work with. So it makes going to work a lot of fun. So even when things are really crazy or busy, I'm surrounded by people I really enjoy working with. So that makes it way better and way more bearable. I'm really lucky that that's the case, and I'm really glad that's the case. I also work for a really fun brand. I work in marketing and social media, so I just have a really fun job. It gets busy and crazy because social media always is very last minute and crazy. I've been with this company for almost 2 years at this point, and it is funny because obviously I do social media for book talk, booktube, book content, and then doing it for a brand is a whole different ballgame. But of course it helps to have just like a good understanding of social media and trends and things like that. But I'm just about home now, and then I'll unwind and relax, which is like the best time of the day. Hi, my loves! I always have so much stuff. 2 loads. The worst part about wearing makeup is I get overstimulated throughout the day and I hate taking it off. I use this like balm situation to get it off because I have been off makeup wipes for a few years now. I used to only use makeup wipes, and then I'm like, now I have a pretty elaborate skincare routine because I was actually on Accutane in high school. I had really bad skin growing up, so I learned a lot about how to take care of it, but I hate taking makeup off. I also have a huge load of laundry on my bed that I'm not doing. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I work from home and I don't have to commute, so I have more time in a day. I was just frantically texting my friends because the new Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast came out for the LA show, and I live in Utah, so obviously the Mormon wives are around. And this LA cast, all that to say, I got very distracted from reading my book because I was frantically texting everyone I knew about that. I'm a big reality TV girly, so anything pop culture like that I'm so sad for. So once I do the cleansing balm, I do cleanser after that, and now I'm gonna do cleanser again just to make sure I got nothing, no remnants happening here. I was just talking to Koi about it, and I'm like, when I read a thriller, I'm never expecting it to be revolutionary or groundbreaking. Like, I'm honestly just along for the ride and having a good time, and it makes me kind of inspired to read more because of how quickly I just fly through them. I've read a few that were like pretty substantial, but a lot of times it's more like for fun. And it does make me want to read like 50 more thrillers. This right here is like my favorite part of my skincare routine. It's a bacteria spray, so it gets all the bacteria off. It's so good for like a skin refresher in the middle of the day. I take this in the summer with me everywhere. Like if I'm on the golf course, if I'm by a pool, I'm constantly like, it's an antimicrobial spray. As a bit of a germaphobe, this gives me so much peace of mind and just helps me feel a little cleaner, and it gets rid of all the bacteria on your skin. And you don't like feel it, there's no residue, so I use this constantly. I'm gonna go find where I'm at in my Kindle and then read my Kindle in the bath for a little bit. now that my face is clean, I will cleanse it again after I get in the bath and then do all my skincare products. I just had to get my makeup off. Tea.
Everything stopped.
Oh my god.
Process.
Damn. What? What is going on? Oh. Oh. What? What is happening? This is hilarious. My massive tub of Vaseline. That makes sense, actually. No, that makes sense. What? that first plot twist is crazy. Okay, Koi just said tea is almost done, so I'm gonna go get that, but... Huh? It's funny. Like, part of me kind of assumed this was happening, but...
It's a mixture of peppermint and sleepy.
Oh, it's good. It's actually my favorite tea we've ever had. What? Amelia?
Okay, yeah, you're good. I'm like, should I have known that earlier? Maybe that came already.
Oh!
What?
Oh my.
You might kind of like this look. If you're like me right now.
This is fun. I'm having so much fun. It's like crazy and unhinged and unrealistic and wild and weird.
Cringy.
There's some cringy moments. It's like overly ominous, but it's fun. I have an hour left in rock, paper, scissors, and crazy plot twists are happening, and I have an hour and a half left. And all these plot twists are already kind of knocking me off my feet, so I'm excited to see what more could possibly be happening. It's a good time. It's nothing too groundbreaking, but I'm having a really fun time. I'm 80% done. And yeah, it says I have an hour and 6 minutes left in the book, but I do think there are book club questions at the end, so I think it'll be a little less than that even. So I think I'm gonna fly through this, finish the book tonight. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I had a really good time. It was a pretty standard day in the life. I got to hang out with some friends, have a busy day at work, all the things, and I'm excited because now I'm in bed reading my book. It's a time I look forward to every single day, getting in bed and having plenty of unwind time before I actually fall asleep. So if you liked this video, I have another video just like this, and I'll be sure to link it on the page, another Reading with a 9 to 5 vlog. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I hope to see you soon. Happy reading.